Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Beyond the Veil. I am Adina, your hostess with the mostest tonight. Tis the day before Thanksgiving. I don't know if all of you celebrate it. I'm not really a holiday girl. Um, this will probably be my last year um, keeping up these traditions with my family for the sake of my family. Next year, I have plans for myself. I plan on being in the motherland for a lot of 2014 because I have some spiritual business to take care of, and some real business to take care of. So my family is preparing for Thanksgiving. I got tasked with making the dressing, which is fine because I don't have to make everything. So making the dressing is fine. And I am going to do this reading. So I just did a reading on Cassie. I'm not sure if it's going to post before this one because I typically upload them all at the same time. And whichever one uploads first is the one that uploads first. But that doesn't mean that it's in the order that I did the reading. I read Cassie first. I actually have a list of people that I'm going to be reading now that I'm back from my little 72-hour, maybe it was longer than that, break. Watch my Cassie video if you want to hear me ramble on about the break I was on and why I needed a few days to myself and how I'm back, bitches. Anyways, you guys know that we already got the tea on Diddy on my channel a long time ago, and what we see now is just watching the tea that I spilled come to life. So I wanted to shift a little bit from reading Diddy himself to reading people around Diddy so that we can get a more robust picture of what's going on in the Combs compound. I just did Cassie. That reading was like 40 minutes, but if I wasn't trying to actually go through each card, I could have just laid them out and said, y'all, Cassie's scared. Because that's the gist of the reading, that Cassie is terrified, more so afraid now than she was before. And Cassie, I think I get the impression she feels like death could come upon her at any moment now that she has Diddy some money. I am going to read Naomi Campbell because her and Diddy are very, very, very close. And I don't know why I got the desire to read her. There are plenty of people that are close to Diddy that I could be reading. But I wanted to read Naomi, so I'm about to read Naomi. Because Naomi is always involved with very interesting people. And birds of a feather flock together. And I've had my own spidey sense, intuitive downloads about Naomi and some of her goings-ons in the industry and her position that she plays in the industry. The reason why she's so close with so many questionable people. Methinks Naomi is a madame. However, Naomi Campbell, come into my cards, my dear. I want to see how you are feeling in regards to your boy Diddy Daddy Pop Puff Love. How do you feel seeing all this shit go down around him, Naomi Campbell? What type of space does this put you in? Are you a spectator saying, damn, homie, sucks that you're going through this. Let me know what I can do. Or is your energy something else? Is there a tinge of fear about what could come out about your long-standing association with Diddy? I don't know why I'm asking these questions, but let's see. Naomi Campbell. Naomi. Naomi Campbell, come into my cards. Naomi, are you here? Are you ready to speak? Okay. What is the current energy surrounding Naomi Campbell as it pertains to her watching her friend P. Diddy get caught up in his karma? What is Naomi's energy watching P. Diddy get caught up in his karma? Naomi feels like it was just a matter of time before most of this came out, but I don't want to keep this card as the main card. It slipped out, just like Naomi feels like this information slipped out. I'm going to try to imitate her. I always told him about that girl. I always warned him about that girl. She was weak. She was weak. She cried too much. A bust lip here, a black eye there. We've all had them. I warned him about that girl. Allegedly, that is Naomi. She says Cassie was weak. Okay, Naomi. Naomi, what is your energy right now as it pertains to P. Diddy and what you see him experiencing or going through? Ace of Wands is in Naomi's current position. What kind of opportunity? Challenging. Money. Oh. I follow you now, Naomi. These two cards. You guys are business partners. You guys are business partners, and the business has to do with sex, allegedly. The business is sex that you both deal in, which is why you're so close. You're partners. The challenge is the business, the money. Now, is the challenge getting the money back? Or is the challenge somebody following the money? Me thinks it's a little bit of both. But your current energy, you could possibly be trying to help Diddy or disassociate from your dealings with him, as this is in the recent past. I think a blog clocked that you and Janet Jackson had just put up a birthday picture that y'all took celebrating Diddy's birthday and took it down as soon as Cassie's lawsuit came out. You felt the need to disassociate yourself as his personal friend. Whatever Cassie mentioned as far as the trafficking, whatever rabbit hole or can of worms that would have been opened had that not been settled, would have implicated you too, because trafficking was thrown around. There are now talks about prostitution and Diddy having you prostitute for him. Is this why Naomi didn't like you? She didn't think you were fit for the job that he wanted Cassie for. Beautiful girl. But Naomi didn't think that she was fit for the role that Diddy put Cassie in as his bottom bitch. Naomi recently had to disassociate herself, though, from Diddy because they are in business together, allegedly. Naomi, why does this smell like your home over in Africa? Whose home is this? I remember seeing your home in Africa. You allowed, I don't know what show it was, but you allowed them to come see your home in Africa. Morocco, maybe? Wherever it was, Naomi, there are things that goes down in your at your property in Africa. Things that sound to me like trafficking. Trafficking girls. Girls is what I hear. Girls. Trafficking girls is what I hear. Is Naomi currently in the U.S. or is she not? If she is, I'd be interested to see if she sneaks off to her property in Africa too. I don't know, but we'll come back. As above, this was a successful business relationship that Naomi and P. Diddy were allegedly in that has now been halted. So below, I get lewd and lasciviousness in this card. Naomi Campbell allegedly methinks that you are a madam and you do work with Diddy Pop in that kind of business. The same way that you worked with Epstein. Except with Diddy, you're more of an equal partner. With Epstein, you were more of a worker who got lucky and got a little clout. They didn't respect you, though. Epstein didn't. Secrets. Naomi. Because this is your advice. Current actions. Naomi is hiding. Everybody's hiding. Disassociating themselves and hiding, even if it's in plain sight. It's like hiding in plain sight. Doing everything you can to be seen everywhere and with everyone, but with Diddy. Because you were just seen with him. Methinks that people are used to seeing you all together. But methinks that you will have to not be seen with Diddy for a while to keep your relationship with him and your dealings with him private. I get disassociation energy. Temperance in your external environment. What are you trying to prepare? Repair. Whatever Cassie effed up before she left Diddy, which had this in her past position, is in your external position upright. You're trying to clean up a mess, Naomi. A mess that could involve you too, which is why you have a personal interest in getting it cleaned up. Even though it seems like it's Diddy's mess, it's yours too. Because Cassie was saying things like trafficking, and what she was alluding to could have opened up to something else that would have implicated you too, Naomi. So you are also involved in cleaning up the mess that Cassie made. Hopes and fears. Your hope and fears is that this is Diddy's mess. Diddy's mess alone. You also fear an investigation. You fear Diddy being investigated, but you hope that if he is, it's just him. Final outcome, death in reverse. I don't want to say that someone associated with the Diddy crew could come up no longer alive, but according to Naomi, I hope it happens. Allegedly. What Cassie feared in her present energy was this card. But this is in reverse to Naomi's external energy. Cassie feels like that is a real threat, a real probable scenario for her, that this could happen. Naomi's outcome is, I need it to. It's just a matter of time. Naomi feels like the best thing Cassie could have did was took that money. And if she was smart, she wouldn't have taken it. Why? Because Naomi feels like this is the best thing that could have happened. Because now they can find her vis-a-vis the money. They can find her vis-a-vis the money and get rid of her. Naomi never cared for her. She thought she was weak. Naomi feels like, do you know the abuses that I have been through since I entered the industry? You ever heard me flipping out and ratting people out? Even when they had me on trial, I didn't rat them out. Which is why Naomi feels she was weak. Naomi respects the code of the industry. Even though the industry was cruel to her, the industry is her home. She abides by its rules. Naomi Campbell is the industry. Ace of Wands in your present energy and Ace of Pentacles crossing. I want to knock those out together. I get business enterprise. And I get that there is allegedly a hit on Cassie now to silence her, allegedly. Methinks Naomi told Diddy when he got with her that you needed to watch her. She's sneaky. You need to watch her. She told Diddy not to mess with her, not to hook up with her. But Diddy liked Cassie. He was a man with his cup open. She didn't think that she'd be able to handle the job. But Diddy thought Cassie was all that in a bag of chips. And she allegedly made him a lot of money. Overseas. Doing the whole yachting girl thing. It's like Cassie was one of the favorite girls. But it was just like, but I don't think that Diddy made her do things alone without him. Methinks Diddy wanted to participate. When Cassie was involved, Diddy liked to participate. He liked her. So he was there for a lot of the things that he would have her do. That was her protection. That he liked her enough to where he would like to be there, present. And that's different from a lot of the other girls who get trafficked and are prostituted like that. They get sent out there and you just do the job. Cassie had some protection, as did Carisha, allegedly. 3 of Cups in reverse. Naomi disassociating from the Diddy group. Their business. They've been in the business with each other for a long time. A very lucrative business. This business may or may not involve children, underage girls or boys, allegedly. However, this does give me the energy of a trafficking enterprise, a madam and a pimp. And Naomi is currently, most recently, having to seem like she is not friends with Diddy, because everybody knows that their friendship is also a business relationship. Near future, 4 of Wands. Naomi's going back to Africa, to her house in Africa. There is something there. There is something there that she has to go back for. Something bad. This could possibly be the cleanup that's taking place in her external energy. Methinks Naomi learned a few things from the likes of Epstein and all the other trafficking networks that she's aware of or a part of. And she modeled hers, kind of like she modeled her home in, I feel like it's Morocco, like his properties on his islands where they do the things. It's the same thing that they do at her place. The same things. There's something I want to say, but I don't want to say it. Not on YouTube. I always say that I don't say everything that I see, and this will be one of them. There is another crime having to do with a person who is no longer living. I don't even think that this has been made public. This is something that only the people behind the scenes know about. Something that Cassie knows about. Knows very well about. She could have been witness to something. Possibly a ritual sacrifice that Cassie was a witness to. And if she talked about that, this could take us from that lawsuit and possibly being looked at for KP's death to a whole other situation. Because this would involve ritual abuse, sexual abuse, allegedly international stuff. Naomi, this reading just took a left because this is now this is different. This is different energy. This has something to do with life and death and something that took place allegedly overseas. I want to say Morocco. I want to say Morocco. What is this? High Priestess reverse Naomi. Oh. Naomi, where did you adopt your... No, you didn't adopt your child. You had a surrogate. Who is looking into... Naomi? Is it you, Naomi? Is it you, Naomi? Now, why would Cassie feel like you wouldn't be going back and talking to Diddy? Was it you that she was still keeping in contact with? Either you, Naomi, or one of you, Naomi, or one of your girls that is also a friend of Cassie. Somebody in that circle, maybe one of the other harem members that talks to Cassie and but reports to Naomi. It's like a chain of command. This girl is somebody, one of the harem members that Cassie was friends with when she was there. And she's supposed to be Team Cassie because she was under the same duress that Cassie was. But this girl goes back and tells Naomi or Diddy or somebody. I see. Naomi, I think that the girl that you are who I was picking up in Cassie's reading. Allegedly, you are the one that the girl reports to. Whomever was keeping in contact with Cassie, and it feels like one of the girls from the harem. They were close. They were friends. Cassie trusted her a little bit. She shouldn't have, because she was going back and telling Naomi and Diddy, or telling Naomi who was telling Diddy. So that they can keep an eye on Cassie, and hoping that she tells the girl a clue about where she is so the girl can report back. Me thinks that this is a part of Naomi's job in cleanup with this temperance and the outside energy. She has to be the one to find out where Cassie went, allegedly. Naomi has people also helping to try to figure out where Cassie went. This is important for her too, because she can't afford to be drugged into a potential investigation. All right. Death in reverse. I'm going to look at the outcome. Death in reverse. It looks like she feels like it's just a matter of time before Diddy is picked up for something having to do with Kim Porter. She thinks he's going to go to jail, allegedly. Seems like she thinks it's just a matter of time because of Cassie's lawsuit. Something about Cassie's lawsuit, something else that was said publicly or not. I see health, good health, and then I see not good health, and then I see hiding something. So me thinks that poor Kim. Kim was definitely given something to give her certain symptoms. But what it did was it made her heart beat. And I said this in her reading. I know that the official cause was like a heart attack or something like that. But she was supposedly sick. They gave her something. The doctor that Diddy sent to her gave her something. You'd have to go back into my KP reading, Madam Kim Porter, to get the details, because I could literally hear her hearing her heart slow down gradually until it stopped. And one more card, Naomi. You guys made a lot of money overseas. You guys made a lot of money overseas. I'm looking into your business that's been halted. You guys made a lot of money overseas. Doing something, again, that has to do with the wand, and that is a sexual card. Something Naomi wanted him to stop doing a long time ago, or get out of a long time ago, but it was good business. They kept going when they should have stopped. It's like they stood to lose a lot if anyone found out what they were doing. Allegedly, Naomi, allegedly, according to the spirits, you are going to help P. Diddy because you have to, because you guys are in this together. And there are certain things that can't come out about him because you will be implicated. Naomi is currently cleaning up some stuff overseas. And if she's not overseas, she's cleaning it up overseas from wherever she is. No way around it. And keep an eye on her, because if we see her sneak out of town, hop on a plane, and we probably won't, because they have a means of being able to travel to these places undetected. But keep your eyes on Naomi's property in Morocco, because they do the same things, allegedly, that they were doing on the Epstein Island. But this is not Ghislaine and Harvey. This is Sean and Naomi's business. But they're almost the identical business, identical same business. And Kathy came out mentioning trafficking. That was shots fired to everybody involved. All of y'all, back up off me. Because y'all know if I don't make it out of here alive, you know, if y'all run up on me the wrong way, I'll talk. But she has the money now. Methinks she probably signed something. And now that you got the money and the case is gone, they now it's time to clean up. Good luck. Good luck to you, Cassie. Again, even though this is Naomi's reading, good luck to you, Cassie. Because you've got Naomi, you've got whomever else Diddy is sending after you. Whether he's sending them or whether they're coming after you to protect their own interests, which lie with Diddy. Good luck, child. Good luck, child. All y'all.